For me, Drunken Fist was a weird surprise to find sitting on the Nintendo eShop in late December 2020. Although the game came out on PC in the summer 2019, it was more or less an unknown to me. But thanks to publisher East Asia Soft, the game is now available to players on the PS4, Xbox One, and of course the Nintendo Switch. But is this drunk physics-based simulator worth the cash? That's what I'm here to talk about. Danny from the Famicast here. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Today, we're taking a look at Drunken Fist on the Nintendo Switch. So, Drunken Fist is a physics-based 3D beat-em-up that puts you in control of what appears to be a drunk hobo. You'll be fighting a variety of other drunkards, including jocks, hipsters, punks, and even have to avoid the police here and there. There are a total of 7 stages to go through here that contain hidden bottles of booze and food that you're going to need to fuel your romp through town. Now, controls here are simple enough, but do take a little bit of getting used to. Players have a handful of punches and kicks to take out foes. These are performed by presses of the face buttons and or combinations of like the face buttons and the shoulder buttons. For the most part, everything works fine. However, there are some kind of like unspoken cooldowns for some of these attacks. And it's like once you figure out which attacks can quickly dispatch your foes, which I found that like a sweeping kick does pretty well, as well as like this flurry kick. Once you find that out, you'll likely be using those basically so you can continue to move on. Now, while some of these attacks or the dodge move can be done with every button press, other times buttons don't seem to do anything, or there's some kind of a lag with the inputs. Like, and maybe some of the footage you're seeing, I'm just kind of standing here, but I'm actually like madly pressing the button like unstoppably. And it's not doing anything. It's really strange, and I guess given the theme of the game, being a drunk and just wandering around town, it makes sense. Still, it makes strategies a bit hard to formulate since you're unable to do everything that you think that you'd be able to do. Now, in the breaks from the fighting, you will need to make sure to keep drinking if you can find more alcohol throughout the stages, and you'll occasionally need to actually relieve yourself, take a pee. Now, these can be performed by the presses of the D-pad, which will actually have some of the items showing up on screen, basically indicating which button to press. There's also like hamburgers and stuff that are sometimes behind trash cans that you just pick up and eat. That will replenish your health. Now, the game here, obviously, just with that said, the game really doesn't take itself too seriously, and I think that's definitely part of its charm. Drunken Fist features a unique graphical style. Using the Unreal Engine, the game features simple 3D polygonal graphics for a variety of character models and all the stuff, the environment and stuff in the game. The environments here are also all cityscapes and set in the nighttime, fitting for pretty drunken escapades, I suppose. Now, although this game isn't going to blow you away on the visual front, the lighting in these nighttime environments actually looks pretty impressive. But the real stars of the game have got to be the physics, which are for the most part pretty well done. To top that off, the game runs at a pretty smooth frame rate and has decent sound design. Even with that said, there may be some times when your character might get caught up on a wall or another part of the environment or something like that, which kind of causes the body part to do weird things. It's not a deal breaker, but sometimes you'll notice something like that. Drunken Fist on the Nintendo Switch is a funny game that has a fun visual style, funny animations, and a pretty good physics engine. The controls are fine for the most part, but the unspoken cooldowns for some of the moves might prove to frustrate some of you guys out there. Now, if you have some patience and like the visual style, I think you might have some fun with this. For everyone else, though, you might want to wait for a sale or just check it out on YouTube or something like that. As always, thanks for checking out this video. If you like what you see, please feel free to give us a like. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. We got tons of podcasts, video reviews, special videos, and a whole lot more. Again, this is Danny from the Famicast. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.